Welcome, one and all. So, in this lecture, the topic of profit and loss will be discussed. So, here there are the some basic formulas for the cost price and selling price of any article or item. So, here what is CP? CP is the cost price of any item, and SP is the selling price of any item. Okay. So, these are the basic formulae. So here gain percent or profit percent. Okay, here it is gain or profit percent. Okay, and here we have loss percent. Okay, so now what is the meaning of these formulas? Suppose there is a gain or profit. Suppose there is a gain or profit of 35% by selling an article. By selling an article, there is a gain of say 35% or profit of 35%. Then selling price will be nothing but 135% of the cost price. How it will be 135%? Because we are using this formula. So here the selling price, it will be equal to 100 plus what is the gain percentage? Gain percentage is 35 and divide by 100. Okay. Then into the cost price. Okay. So that's why this is 135 upon 100 into CP. And this we can write obviously that this is 135% of the CP. This is 135% of the cost price, because here it is a fraction. This 135 by 100, it is a fraction, but here it is the in the form of the percentage. Okay. So nothing, it is the same meaning. That what is the meaning of percentage? Percentage means that to divide the number by 100. So here it is, the word is percentage. Okay. So percentage. So per means divide. Per means divide. And cent means 100. Means percentage of any number. Percentage of any number. It is nothing but that number divided by 100. So here 135% means 135%. This is equal to 135 divided by 100. Okay. So this thing we write in this form. And similarly, suppose if an article is sold at a loss of say 35%, then what will be the selling price? It will be nothing but 65% of the cost price. Okay. So obviously, instead of this plus now, it will be minus. Okay. So here, because of this formula, okay, here it will be minus. So 100 minus 35, it will be 65. Okay. So 65 by 100. So this will give us 65 by 100 into the CP, the cost price. And obviously, this is nothing but the 65% of CP. Okay. So this is one set of formulae. Here actually, in these two, means the above two, these two formulae, actually cost price, if cost price is given and loss or profit percent or gain percent is given, then how to find selling price? Actually, the top two formulae, they are used if the cost price is given and further gain percent, profit percent or loss percent is given, then how to find the selling price. And the below two formulae, they are just the reverse case, means if the selling price is given, okay, if the selling price is given, then how to find the cost price, further gain and loss percent will be given. Okay. So actually, it is not a big deal here. Just the formula, they are reversing. Actually, reversing. So SP, this is 100 plus gain percent, 100 plus gain percent divide by 100 into the cost price. Okay, so this is the very first formula. The very first formula. Now, here this formula we use if cost price is given along with the gain percent. Okay, and we have to find selling price. But if selling price is given along with gain percent, if selling price is given along with gain percent, then how to find the cost price? So nothing, cost price, it will be nothing but 100 upon 100 plus gain percent, 100 plus gain percent. Okay, and into the selling price, means this ratio, you can see this ratio, it will go to this side, it will come to this side, and obviously here the denominator, it will become numerator, and the numerator, it will become the denominator. Okay, so this is this formula. Similarly, this the formula number 4. This formula obviously it is derived, can be derived from here also. Okay, so these are the formulas. So let's see some application. What's the meaning? So here, the cost price is given rupees 500 and profit percent or gain percent is given. So what will be selling price? So selling price, it will be nothing but 120%. It will be 120% of CP. And this is obviously 120% of 500. Okay. And this is, now what is 120%? It is nothing but 120 divided by 100. So 120%, it is 120 divided by 100 into 500. So now it will be nothing but this 5 and 120 into 5, it will give us 600 rupees, rupees 600. Okay. Now here, the selling price is this one. Okay. And the profit is this. How to find the CP? Actually, now CP, it will be nothing but, it will be 100 upon 100 upon 100 plus 20, 100 plus 20 of SP. Okay. So nothing. So it is 100, 100 upon 120. And what is the SP here? SP is 720. Okay. So now just cancelling out. So it will be 6 and then 100 into 6. It will be 600. Okay. So here selling price was given and profit percentage is given. Okay. And now here the CP is given to be 800 and loss is 30%. So what will be SP? It will be nothing but 70%. It will be selling price. Selling price will be 70% of the cost price. Okay. And now what is this? It is 70 by 100. And what is the cost price? Cost price is nothing but 800. Okay. So here obviously this will go off. So here it will give us rupees 560. So this will be the selling price. Okay. So this 560, it will be the selling price of the item whose cost price is 800 and which is which is giving us a loss of 30%. Here the selling price is 810 and loss is 10%. How to find CP? So CP, it will be nothing but 100 upon 100 minus 10. Okay, 100 minus 10. And here's SP, it is given to be 810. Okay, so now this is nothing but 100 upon 90 and here it is 810. Okay, so simply this goes off. So here it will be 9 and obviously it will be 900 rupees. Okay, so these are the applications, some simple application of the above formula. Okay, and don't worry, actually we will be using these over and again. So if you are not comfortable with these formulae, then we will be using these over and again. So it will become a usual thing for us. Okay. So here a TV is purchased for rupees 5,000. Okay. And sold for 4,000. Okay. We have to find the lost percentage. So obviously, since the selling price, sorry, this is the cost price, this is the CP purchase, this is this cost price, and this one is the selling price. So obviously selling price is less than the cost price, means it is giving us a loss. So what will be the loss amount? Okay, the loss amount. Okay, so that will be nothing but rupees 4,000. Oh, sorry, rupees 1,000. Okay, so obviously this is because here CP minus SP. So this gives us loss amount. Okay, so in future I will be writing it as LA. Okay, LA means stands for loss amount. Actually, one thing is loss amount, another thing is loss percentage. Loss amount and loss percentage. And similarly, by chance, if in some example we have to calculate profit plus percentage, then P will be P percent and there will be PA. I will be using PA, which will mean that profit amount. Okay. So obviously this is the loss, total loss amount and how to calculate the loss percentage. So this is nothing but the loss amount and divide by CP. So what is the CP? CP is nothing but 5,000 and here into 100. Okay. So simply this will go off and here it will be 5 and 5 will cancel out. Here it will be 20. Means what will be the loss percentage? It is 20%. Okay, one thing here, one remark that whether it is loss percentage or it is profit percentage, whether it is loss percentage or profit percentage. So I was mentioning that whether it is loss percent or profit percent, they are always calculated on CP. Okay. So for profit percent, it will be profit amount. Okay. The whatever the profit amount divided by CP into 100. Okay. And if it is loss percent, then actually this is loss amount, whatever the loss amount upon CP into 100. Okay. So these are the formulae. Now, for the next question, we have this one. So here there is a plot which is sold for this much, okay, amount, and owner has a loss of 15%. Now, at what price this plot must be sold so that to gain 15%? Okay. So actually here the equations required are 85% of CP. Actually, this is the given selling price. This is the given selling price. It is 85% of CP, and this is given to be 18,700. So this is the uh, that selling price, this is that selling price for which there is a loss of 15%. So this 18,700. This is that selling price for which 15% is the loss, means obviously this selling price, it will be 85% of the cost price. And obviously what we need that the new selling price, SP new, means the new selling price, it must be the 120% of the cost price. The required, we can say, the required selling price or the new selling price. It must be the 120% of the cost price. Okay. Sorry, it is not 120. Sorry, here it is 15%. Sorry, it should be 115. Please wait. So here it should be 115. It should be 115% because here gain is 15%. Okay, means we need the new selling price. Okay, so that it is 115% of the cost price, and obviously we have to find this. Okay, so let it be X. So basically, from these two equations, we have to find X. How we can find? Simply divide. Okay, so let it be equation number one, let it be equation number two. So divide the equation two by equation one. So what we get? That 115 divided by 85. You can see here 115 divided by 85. Okay, and this will be equal to X upon 18,700. Means this divide by this. Okay. Actually, we can divide in a ordinary way, usual way, because left hand side, okay, and right hand side, they are similar things. Okay, they are not different, they are similar. So we can divide in the ordinary way. Okay, so now if we solve this, so what will be X? It will be nothing but 11585, and here 18 this. So it will be 23 by 5, and it will be 17, and 17 will go here, it will be 1100. Okay, actually here 17 will cancel out this. Actually the remainder here, this will be the quotient 1100. Okay, this is somewhat coming from the property that how to multiply a number by 11. Please wait. So here, actually, this 17 here, it will divide this 187. Okay, why? Because I have already discussed that if we are multiplying any number by 11, so how to multiply? So first, we will write the unit digit 7. Then 7 plus 1, it will be 8. And then 1 plus 0, it will be 187. Okay, and obviously remaining here, it will be 20 because here it is 1100. Okay, so this I have already discussed in one of the previous lectures. Okay, please do watch. So now it is once again 23 into 1100. Now how to multiply? So first I will write 3. Okay, this unit digit 3, then 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 2 5, then 0 plus 2, this 0 plus 2, it will be 253, and two zeros which are present here. Okay, so this should be the, means option number C, this should be the selling price, means 25,300. It should be the selling price so that we may have a gain of 15%. Okay, so here when we sold when the plot is sold for this much amount, this was the loss 15%, and if we need the gain percent of 15%, then we must sell this plot at this selling price. Okay. So basically here, these two equations are important. Simple. Okay. So nothing but 85% of cost price, this is this, and 115% of cost price, this we have to calculate. Okay. After that, simply by dividing the equations, we get the value of X, the required selling price. So this question, it is comparatively easy here. So this 5,800, this is the selling price. Okay. And what is the total cost price? It is actually 4,700 plus 800, because 4,700 was spent on buying and 800 was spent on the repair. Okay. So here, obviously, there is a gain percent, there is a gain amount, that is nothing but 5,800, the selling price, okay, minus the total cost price, that is 4,700 plus 800. So this is nothing but selling price minus cost price. So this is gain amount, okay, gain amount or profit amount. And if it is loss amount, then it will be nothing but the CP minus SP. Okay, natural thing. If our selling price is more than cost price, then we will have a gain. And if cost price is more than selling price, then we will have a loss. Okay, so here the gain amount is 5,800 minus this. Okay, and now this is nothing but 5,800 and minus this 5,500, the total cost price. Okay, and now this amount is nothing but 300. And now what will be the percentage, gain percent or profit percent? That will be nothing but this gain amount 300 divided by cost price. What is the cost price? It was 5,500 and into 100. So after that, it is simple now. It is simply cancelled out. So here 5 11s and 520. So it will be 20 into 3, that is 60, 60 by 11, and that is percentage. So means option C will be correct. So now this is yet another type of questions which are usually asked in profit and loss. Okay. And these questions are somewhat asked very frequently in profit and loss. So here, 25 CP, that will be equal to 20 SP. Actually, this equation is required only. Now here, what is the meaning? Actually, what is this CP? CP, this is the cost price of one article. This CP, it is cost price of one article. And what is this SP? Obviously, this is the SP, selling price of one article. Okay. So what is this thing? It is the total cost price. This is the total cost price of all the 25 articles. Actually, this is actually 25 into CP. 25 into CP. So this is the total cost price of 25 articles, because this CP, it is the CP of one article, cost price of one article. So what is this side? Obviously, this is the total selling price. Total selling price of, okay, 20 articles. Okay, so that's why it is equal to 20 times SP. So only this thing is required. Okay, and now we will have this ratio CP upon SP. This is the ratio, and this ratio, it will be nothing but 20 upon 25. Okay, so actually this SP, it will be coming to this side. Okay, and this 25, it is going to this side. Now, what is the meaning of this ratio? Means these ratios. It means that if the cost price is 20, if the cost price is 20, then selling price is 25. Okay. So here if 20, this is the cost price, and 25, this is the selling price. So difference between these two, okay, the difference between cost price and selling price. Obviously, this is the gain amount. This is the gain amount. Okay. And what is the gain amount? It is 5. Actually, we can say it is 5 units. It is 5 units. So what will be the gain percentage? So gain percent, it will be nothing but gain amount 5 units And what is the cost price? Cost price is 20 unit. The cost price is 20. Okay, just let me make it clear. So this 20 units, we may say this is 20 units. Okay. So this is the cost price and obviously into 100. So just we have to cancel out. So it will be, you will cancel out this 25. So 5 into 5, that is 25%. So means there is a gain of 25%. Okay. If the cost price of 25 articles is equal to the selling price of 20 articles. So here, the total cost price is 30 times CP. This is 30 times, okay? We can write this is 30 into CP. And what is the total selling price? It is 45 times SP, okay? So what is this side? It is total cost price. The total cost price, and this side is the total selling price. So once again, CP upon SP, this ratio, it will be nothing but 45 by 30. Yes, we may say it is, if someone needs, we may say in units. U stands for units. So what is the meaning of this ratio? It means that if the cost price is 45 unit, then the selling price is 30 unit. So obviously, surely, clearly, this is a case of loss. And what is the loss here? Loss is obviously 15 unit. Means the difference between numerator and denominator. That is the loss amount. Okay, this is loss amount. So what will be loss percentage? It is loss amount divided by CP. So what is CP? 45 unit. The CP is 45 unit into 100. So simply we have to cancel out. It is 300 by 3. It will be nothing but 33.33% loss. Okay. So here, by selling 12 articles, a man earn a loss of which is equal to the selling price of 4 articles. Okay, we have to find the loss percentage. So here, what will be the total selling price? What will be the total selling price? It will be 12 times S. Okay, and what is this S? Obviously, this is the selling price of one article. This is the selling price of one article. Okay, and here, what is our loss amount? Obviously, it is 4 times S. The loss amount is 4 times S because the loss is equal to the selling price of 4 articles. Okay. So here now, obviously, if there is a loss, what will be our total cost price? Obviously, total cost price will be 16 times S. Okay, because if I have bought at 16S, if I have bought any number of articles at this amount, 16S amount, and I have to sell at this amount, 12S, then obviously I must be having a loss. And what will be the loss? It will be nothing but 16S minus 12S, that will be 4S. Okay, so now even this question, this is another type. Okay, so which is usually asked in profit and loss. So here, what will be the loss percentage? It will be nothing but the loss amount 4S, okay, and divide by the cost price 16S and into 100. So this will simply cancel out 4. Here it will be 25. So 25% will be the loss percentage. So this is one more question on the same type. So here, what is the total selling price? The total selling price will be 66 into S. What will be this S? It is nothing but the selling price of 1 meter cloth. It will be the selling price of 1 meter cloth. And here, but there is a profit amount is given. So what is the profit amount? It is equal to the selling price of 6 meter cloth. It is the equal to the selling price of 6 meter cloth. So obviously, what will be the total cost price? So obviously it will be 60 times S. Okay. So here I am solving it a pretty good speed. But actually, one should pause the video in between. Means once the total selling price is written and profit amount is given. Means once the total selling price and profit amount I have written, so one should pause it, okay, to see or to write down that what will be the total cost price. So total cost price will be 60 times S. So obviously, what will be the profit percentage? It will be nothing but the profit amount divided by the cost price, total cost price into 100. So this will cancel out 100, 110. So it will be 10%. Okay, so 10% of profit. So here, what is the total selling price? The total selling price, it is 40 times S. What is S? Once again, it is nothing but the selling price of one article. Okay, so the total selling price, it is 40 times. Okay, 40 into S. Okay. And what is the profit amount given? Actually, this is given to be the 5 times C. Okay. And what is C? This is nothing but the cost price of one article. This is the cost price of one article. By selling 40 articles, a man earns a profit of equal to cost price of 5 articles. Now, what will be the total cost price? Obviously, the total cost price will be 40 times C, the total cost price. Why? Because what is this C? This is the cost price of one article. And if I am selling 40 articles, if I am selling 40 articles, then obviously I must have bought these 40 articles. Put in simple terms or simple language. If at one time I am selling 40 articles, if at one time I am selling 40 articles, then back in time, somewhere back in time, I must have bought 40 articles. Okay. So what will be the total cost price of 40 articles? It will be 40 into C, because what is C? This is the cost price of one article. Okay. So now what will be the profit percentage? The profit percent will be this 5C, profit amount, divided by the total cost price 40C into 100. So this merely it will go off 8. And now we have to simply, it is will 4 into 2 and 25. So 25 divided by 2, it will be 12.5% profit. Okay. So actually here, this point is important here, that the total cost price will be 40C. Okay. Once again, because if I am selling 40 articles at one point of time, if I am selling 40 articles, then back in time, okay, I must have bought the 40 articles. Okay. So this point is important. So this is yet another type. Okay, so here I am discussing the very oftenly asked types of questions which are there in profit and loss. Uh, Actually, a shopkeeper buys some number of article at this rate of 11 articles per piece 10, and sold them at the rate of 10 articles per piece 11. Okay, we have to find the profit or loss percent. Actually, in this type of questions, the basic technique which is used, it is that we make the number of articles same. We make the number of articles same. So actually, 11 articles, they are bought for rupees 10. They are bought for rupees 10. And 10 articles, they are sold for rupees 11. Okay. So this side, this column, it is nothing but the number of articles, the number of articles. And what is this column? It is nothing but the cost price or the selling price. So actually this is cost price and this is the selling price. Now, as I mentioned that we have to make the number of articles same. So for that, I will multiply this 11 by 10. Means this 11 I will multiply by 10, and this 10 I will multiply by 11. So obviously here it will be 110, because 11 into 10, the 11 into 10, it is 110, and 10 into 11, it is again 110. So what is the meaning? Meaning is that in total, I have bought 110 articles. I have bought, or the shopkeeper has bought 110 articles, and he has sold 110 articles. Means the shopkeeper has bought as well as sold. The shopkeeper has bought as well as sold 110 number of articles. Now, if for 11 articles, the cost price is 10. For 11 articles, the cost price is 10. For 110 articles, what will be the cost price? Obviously into 10. So means, what is the total cost price? It will be rupees 100. And similarly, if for 10 articles, the selling price is 11. For 110 articles, what will be the selling price? This will be into 11, means 121. Okay. So this is the meaning of buying the articles at the rate of 11 articles for rupees 10 and selling them at the rate of 10 articles for rupees 11. This is the meaning of these phrases here, that buying or selling at a rate of 11 article for some rupees, or 10, whatever the these many articles for this much rupee. Okay. So here the difference. So this is the total cost price. So this is the total selling price. So the difference is 21. This is the profit amount divided by the cost price or total cost price in 200. So this gives us 21%, means 21% profit will be there. So here, please try to understand this thing, that what is the meaning of buying or selling. Buying or selling a number of articles at a particular amount. Okay. So one more question. So here 12 articles, they are bought for rupees 15 at this rate, and sold at the rate of 10 articles for rupees 14. Okay. So here once again I have to make the number of articles same. So for that what I do, I multiply this by 5 and I multiply this by 6. Okay. So number of articles bought 60 and number of articles sold 60, means number of articles are same. So if I have multiplied this side by 5, so obviously I should multiply it by 5, and if it by 6, then I will multiply it by 6. What is the meaning? If for 12 articles, the cost price is 15. So for 60 articles, the cost price will be 15 into 5, 75. For 10 articles, if the selling price is 14, so for 10 into 60 articles, the selling price will be 84. Okay. So what is this difference? This difference is our profit. Okay. So this difference is of 9 units. We may say this is 9 unit, and divide by what is the total cost price. This is 75. Okay. Into 100. Okay. So obviously this is our profit percentage. So now it is easy. 25. 3 is the 30, 75 and 4, and here 339, and 3 into 4, 12%. So 12% profit. Okay, dear. So obviously this 75, in a certain sense, this is our total cost price. Okay. And this 84, this is our total selling price. So here, shopkeeper buys some lemons at the rate of 2 lemons for rupees 1. Okay. And again, he bought the some number of lemons at the rate of 1 lemon for rupees 2. So at first, 2 lemons for rupees 1. Okay, 2 lemons for rupees 1. Then 1 lemon for rupees 2. I repeat, at first, 2 lemons. This 2 lemons for rupees 1. This was the rate. Okay. And then 1 lemon for rupees 2. Okay. So now, what is the meaning? The meaning is same. That suppose if I have means these 2 lemons for rupees 1. If I talk about this, and suppose if I have total bought say 20 lemons for this rate. If I have bought 20 lemons, then what will be the total cost price? It will be nothing but 10. The total cost price will be 10. Means if this 2 it is multiplied by 10, then this one it will be also multiplied by 10. Okay. And now he sold at 3 rupees for 3, means they are mixed up. Okay. And 3 lemons for 3 rupees. So here he mixed both the types and sold at 3 lemons for 3 rupees. Okay. So now actually the first two, they are for the cost. Okay. The first two rows. First two rows are for the cost, and this row it is for the selling price. Okay. Means first two rows they will give us the cost price, and the third row it will give us the selling price. Now here, once again, the basic technique will be same. We have to make the number of articles same. The number of articles same. So for that, actually, I will multiply the first by 6 and this also by 6. Okay. Oh, sorry. Multiply the first by 3. Wait, please. So I will first multiply this 2 by 3 and this 1 by 6. Now one can see the number of articles are same. Okay. So 6 here, 6 here. So if I have multiplied this by 3, so even I should multiply this by 3. And if it is by 6 here, so even it should be by 6 here. Okay. Now, here I will multiply by 4. Please mind, this is very important. This is very important. I should multiply by 4, not by any other number. Why? Because here I have bought 6 lemons and even here I have bought 6 lemons. So total how many lemons they are being bought? 12. Please mind it is 6 plus 6, 12. So even here for selling I need 12. So for that I should multiply by 4. So even I should multiply by 4. Okay. Now what's the meaning? Means these 6 lemons, these top 6 lemons, for that what was the cost price? 3 unit. Okay. For these 6 lemons, what was the cost price? It was 12 unit. Okay. And what is the total cost price? It is 15 unit. The total cost price was 15 unit. And for selling these 12 lemons, what was the total selling price? It was 12 unit. 3 into 4, 12 unit. Okay. So this 15 unit, it is our total cost price. Okay. And this 12 unit, it is our total selling price. Obviously, here there is a loss. So what is the loss amount? It will be nothing but 3 unit. Okay. And what is the loss percentage? It is nothing but 3 unit. The loss amount divide by the total cost price 15 unit into the 100. So this will simply cancel out 5 goes here 20, so 20% loss. So here once again in such question, in this type of questions, what is our basic tendency or what is basic technique? It is to make the number of articles same. So here a shopkeeper purchased some number of articles for this much amount. He sold 3 by 5th of them at 15% profit each. At what percent profit should he sell the remaining to gain overall 20% profit? So here, first it will be 5, then it will be 2, and then it will be 3. I will write these values 3 to 5. What's the meaning? What is this 5? It is the total number of articles. This 5, it is total number of articles. What is this 3? The articles, number of articles which have been sold. The number of articles which have been sold. Okay. And what is this 2? Which are to be sold. Which are to be sold. Okay. So now this is the first step. Now we will multiply each number by 100. We will multiply each number by 100. Why? Because here we assume that the cost price of each article means each article or one article. The cost price of each article or one article, let it be rupees 100. Let it be rupees 100. So what will be the cost price of these three? 300. The cost price of these two, it will be 200, and cost price of these 5, it will be 500. Now, for these articles which are sold, what is the profit percentage? It is the 15%. It is mentioned here. Okay. So what is 15% of 300? It is nothing but 45 rupees. It is 45 rupees. Okay. One can very well calculate. That's 300 into 15 by 100. So this gives us 45. And for the overall articles, means the total number of articles, what is the required profit? Actually, it will be nothing but rupees 100. It will be rupees 100 because overall 20% profit is required. The overall 20% profit is required. So 20% of 500 will be rupees 100. Now this missing means this rupees 145 means the difference of the profit, it will be coming from these two articles or the 2/3 of the articles. Means 2/3 of the articles, they will give us this missing profit. And obviously, what is the missing profit? The missing profit is 55, means rupees 45 plus rupees 55. It will give me the required profit. Rupees 45 plus rupees 55, it will give me the required total profit 100. Means these two-third articles, they must be sold at, they must give us the 55 rupees profit. Means for rupees 200, means this is the cost price. For rupees 200, what is the profit? It is 55 rupees. So obviously here what we need the profit for 100 rupees to calculate the percentage. So that must be 27.5. Means if I divide it by 2, means if I divide by 2, I must divide it by 2. Okay. Or the profit amount is 55. The profit amount is 55. And what is the cost price? 200. And obviously into 100%. This will be the profit percentage. Profit amount upon cost price into 100. So again, it will give us the same thing. You can see here. Okay, so 27.5%. Okay. So this is actually this question, this is one more type. Okay, important types here. So here once again, let the total number of articles be 7 and number of sold articles are 5. Number of articles which are to be sold. Okay. 7. What is this 7? The total number of articles. What is this 5? The number of articles which have been sold. What is this 2? The number of articles which are to be sold. Okay. So now we will multiply each number by 200, each number by 100. We will multiply each number by 100. Why we will multiply each number by 100? Because we are assuming that the cost price of each article or each one article, it is rupees 100. Okay. Now for this 500, what is the profit percent? It is 14%. So means the total profit amount, it is 70. And what is the required overall required 700? It is 18%. So what is the 18% of this 700? It will be 126 if I'm not wrong. So 786. Yeah. And obviously here for these two means these the 2/7 of the article, remaining 2/7 of the articles, they must be bought at, they must be sold at. I repeat, these remaining articles, 2/7 of the remaining articles, okay, they must be sold at this much profit because 70 plus 56, it will give us total 126. Means the remaining 2/7, the remaining 2/7 of the articles, they must be sold at this much profit so that we get this overall profit. So now obviously this 56, this is the profit amount. And what is 200? It is the cost price in 200. Okay. So again, it will be 2 and 2 on this 28 means 28% should be the answer. Actually, if someone has noticed that in these type of questions, the amount given, actually here it is 4,500 given, okay. Even in the previous two questions on this type, the amount given was, it was of no use. This amount which was given, it had no use. This is just an observation. So here, let total articles be 3. Number of sold articles are 1. To be sold, 2. Once again, multiply by 100 each. Why? Because we assume that the cost price of each article is 100. Now, here for this 1/3, what is the loss? 10%. Please mind here we should write minus 10. This is very, very, very important. This is very important. Please write minus 10. I have seen usually the students, they write 90 or something else. Okay, it is incorrect because if you have observed that here what we are writing the profit amount in the previous two questions. Here we were writing profit amount. So here it should be the loss amount. Okay, means in this row, means this second row, we are not writing the selling price. Please mind, we are not writing the selling price, we are writing the here profit amount or loss amount. So here it is the loss amount. So it is minus 10. And for this one, what is the total? It is 20%, means 60 is the total required. So obviously it should be plus 70. It should be plus 70, that will give us 60, means the remaining two-third of the articles. The remaining two-third of the articles must be sold at this much profit. So this is 70 profit amount. Here it is the cost price, here it 100. So this one can see it is nothing but 35%. Please mind, this step is very important. Here it should be minus 10, not any another number. Okay. So yes, we have to follow a formula, but we don't have to, we need not to follow blindly. Okay. Uh, Keep your brain open. We must keep our brain open. Okay. So this is yet another type which goes by the name of dishonest shopkeeper. Dishonest shopkeeper. So here a shopkeeper professes means he claims to sell his goods at CP, means here he is claiming that his CP and SP, the selling price and cost price, they are same. He claims to sell means selling price, sell his goods at, goods means the items whatever he is selling, at CP, means as per his claim the cost price and selling price is same. But actually he uses 950 gram, okay, in place of 1 kilogram. That's why he is dishonest. So what is his profit percent? So let rupees 100 per kg, let rupees 100 per kg be the cost price. Let rupees 100 per kg be the cost price. Now this rupees 100, obviously it is for how much amount? It is for 1000 gram per kg. Per kg means it is for 1000 gram. But actually he is using how much weight? He is using 950 gram. So if he is using 950 gram, then obviously for the shopkeeper, what is the actual cost price? The actual cost price will be 95 kg. This is only thing which is important here. If he is using 950 gram, then for the shopkeeper, the actual cost price will be 95 kg. Okay. Now here is the difference. What is the difference? Difference is of this 5. Okay. Now this difference, this is the profit of the shopkeeper. The difference between 100 and 95, this is the profit of the shopkeeper, and this is the profit amount divided by the cost price 95. Okay. Please mind, the cost price, the actual true cost price is 95, not 100. 100 is the false cost price due to his false claim. Okay. So the profit amount by cost price into 100. So this we can cancel out. So it is 100 by 19. So it will be 5.26%. Okay. This is the, obviously, this is the profit percent. 5.26, it is the profit percentage. So here once again, let rupees 100 per kg be the cost price. And again here cost price and selling price are same as per the claim of the shopkeeper. As per the claim of the shopkeeper, cost price and selling price are same. So now this rupees 100, it is obviously for 1000 gram quantity, but actually he is using 800 gram. Okay. So for the shopkeeper, the actual cost price is 80. So difference is of 20. Okay. Now this 20, this is the profit amount divided by the actual cost price into 100. So this cancels with this and this cancels. So 25. So that's why 25%. This will be the profit percent of the shopkeeper. Okay. So here, let the cost price be rupees 100 per kg. Rupees 100 per kg. And now the shopkeeper is claiming, professors means he is claiming that he is selling his goods at 10% profit. Now here obviously the cost price is not equal to the selling price. Okay. And what is the selling price? As per the claim, as per the claim of the shopkeeper, the selling price will be nothing but rupees 110. It will be rupees 110 for 1 kg because 10% profit. Okay. So now all these, they are for what? They are for 1000 gram of the quantity, but he is using 20% less weight, means actual it is 800 gram. So what is the actual cost price for this shopkeeper? Rupees 80 per kg. So rupees 80 per kg, this is the actual cost price for the shopkeeper. So the difference, this 10, the difference of 10, this is not the actual profit. This difference of 10% means this is not the actual profit of the shopkeeper. Actually, this difference, the difference of 80 and 110, the difference of 80 and 110, this is the actual profit of the shopkeeper. So, what is the actual profit amount? The profit amount, it is of 30, means for every kg it is 30. And what will be the profit percentage? It will be nothing but 30 divided by 80. Once again, 80 into 100. Okay. So this goes on. Okay. And if you check this, it will be nothing but 37.5%. This is 37.5%. Okay. Actually, 100 divided by 8. 100 divided by 8, if someone has noticed, it was 12 point, it is 12.5%. 100 divided by 8, it is 12.5%. And when you multiply it by 3, means this 12.5 multiplied by 3, it will give you 37.5%. So now here, once again, let rupees 100 per kg be the selling, sorry, the cost price. Okay. And now, what is the selling price? It is the rupees 56 per kg. Rupees 56 per kg, because the shopkeeper is claiming that he is selling his goods at 44% loss. Okay. So this is the difference as per the claim, as per the claim of the shopkeeper. Okay, obviously, the actual loss is not 44%. The actual loss is not 444%. Okay, now here this is for 1000 gram, and 30% less weight means here it will be 700 gram. Okay, because the 30% of 1000 will be 300, so it is this. So rupees 70 per kg. So rupees 70 per kg, this is the actual cost price for the shopkeeper. So the actual loss for the shopkeeper, it is not 44%. Okay, actually the loss is actually it is of 14. This much means 17 and 56. 70, sorry, 7070 and 56. What's the difference? 14. So this is the loss amount, the actual loss amount, and this 14 divided by 70 into 100. Okay, so 14, so 5, and here it will be 20%. Okay, means 20% loss. So this is the actual loss. Okay, it is not 44%. 44% was the claim of the shopkeeper. So actual loss of the shopkeeper is 20%. Okay. So one can easily see, feel that this 44%, okay, this is not the actual loss. The actual loss, it is somewhat here, okay, that is corresponding to 20%. So here, basically, we have to calculate that 109% minus 93% equal to or equivalent to 800. Actually, here we will assume let the cost price be 100%. Let the cost price be 100%. So what is this 93%? This is the first selling price. This 93%, this is the first selling price. Means shopkeeper selling his goods at 7% loss. So this is the first selling price. Actually, this is 93% of what? 93% of the CP. Okay, so this is the SP1, SP1 or SPF, the first selling price. And what is this 109%? Obviously, this is the second selling price. Okay, 9% for non-profit, for 9% profit. So this is the second selling price. Once again, obviously, this is 109% of the cost price. This is 109% of the cost price. Okay. So obviously, actually here, the first selling price, okay, plus 800 more means if he had sold it for rupees 800 more, then surely he have got this much selling price means 109%. Okay, so means 109% minus 93% means 109% minus 93%. This is equivalent to rupees 800. Okay, so here the difference is of 16%, which is equivalent to rupees 800. So means here 1%, it is equivalent to rupees 50. It is equivalent to rupees 50. Now here, what is the cost price? Cost price was 100%. The cost price was 100%, and 1% is equivalent to rupees 50. So what will be the total cost price? Obviously, the total cost price will be 5,000. Okay. Actually, in this question, various other questions are available. Someone may ask that what was the first selling price? Okay, even this question is also possible. That what was the first selling price means the selling price for this first selling price. Okay, so what will be the first selling price? It will be 93 into 50, this much rupees. And even second selling price, this second selling price, it may also be asked. So what will be the second selling price? It will be rupees 109 into 50. Even these questions are also available in the same type. Okay. Please mind this thing. So here a shopkeeper is selling his goods at 20% profit. Had he purchased at 10% less and sold it for rupees 18 less, then he would have got 30% profit. Okay. So here, if we start by the same way, let the cost price be 100%. Let the cost price be 100%. Then the first selling price, it will be 120%. This will be the first selling price, 120% of the CP. Okay, so this is the first selling price. SPF means first selling price. And had he purchased 10% less, okay, so this will be the second selling price, cost price, sorry. This will be the second cost price. It will be nothing but 90%. Obviously, this is the first cost price. Okay, this 100%. This is the first cost price. Then second cost price, it will be 90%. And sold it for rupees 18 less. Means what will be the second selling price? Second selling price, it will be 120% minus 18. This much less. Okay, then he would have got 30% profit. Now, actually, this thing will create a problem. Why? Because this is in percentage, 120% is in percentage, and this is percentage, 120%, and this is ordinary number. Okay. So actually, we can't subtract a ordinary number from percentage. For that, either both the both should be in percentage or the both should be in number. The both should be in percentage or both should be in number. Now it is not possible to convert this 18 into percentage. It is not possible to convert this 18 into percentage because we know 18 is how much percent of what thing. We don't know this 18%. This is the corresponding to what percentage. So what we do, we convert this 120% into a number. We convert 120% into a number. So for that, so to convert, what we do, we convert here. So here we assume let the first cost price, let it be 100x. Let the first cost price be 100x. What will be the first selling price? It will be 120x. It will be 120x. So 100x, this is the first cost price, 120x first selling price. What is the second cost price? It will be 90x. And what will be the second selling price? It will be 120x minus 18. Okay. Now even this is in number. Now we can subtract. And now everything is okay. Now, if in this case, means if he has sold it for rupees 18 less and purchased it for 10% less, he would have got 30% profit. Means the difference, this difference means 120x minus 18 minus 90x. Means this difference, okay, it will be 30%. Okay, so actually it will be 30%. It will be 30% of what? The 30% of this cost price. This second cost price means it will be 30% of what? 30% of 90x. Okay, so now what is this thing? It is 120 minus 90, it is 30x minus 18. Now, what is 30%? 30% of 90x. It will be nothing but this. So we can simply cancel out this with this with this. So this side it is 27x. So 27x, it will come to this side minus 18 to this. So it will be 3x because 30x minus 27, it is 3x and this is 18. So what is x here? X here is 6. Okay. So if X is 6, what is the initial cost price? So actually, what was the initial cost price? 100x. It was 100x, the first cost price, which we denoted by first cost price. This is our initial cost price. So what is the initial cost price? It was 600. Okay. So here, 600 is the correct option. And please mind, here, different means more questions are available in the same type. Someone may ask that what was the first selling price or initial selling price? Here, the initial cost price is asked. So, if the initial selling price is asked, then it will be 120 into 6. It will be 120 into 6. And what is the new cost price? It will be 90 into x. And what will be the new selling price? It will be 120 into x minus 18. Obviously, what is x? X is 6. So once again here, this difference is now the profit amount, and this profit amount, it is 30%. Okay, so this is the new profit. Okay, this is the new profit. Okay, and obviously this will be the 30% of new cost price. Please mind this thing. So this is the same, actually one more question on the same type. So here, once again, let the initial cost price, let the initial, I write here as initial cost price, let it be 100x, okay? And what is the initial selling price? SPI means initial selling price, it will be 110x, okay? Now, what is the new cost price? The new cost price, then it will be 80x, okay? Means if had he purchased it 20% less, means new cost price. And what is the new selling price? The new selling price, it will be 110x plus 20. Had he sold it for rupees 1020 more. More means plus 20. Okay, then what is this difference? This difference, this is the new profit amount. This is the new profit amount. And this will be 40%. Means this 110x plus 20 minus 80x. This will be 40%. Okay. And this will be 40% of what? Obviously 40% of 80x. Okay. So now this is this side we have nothing but 30x because 110 minus 80 and plus 20. And this side 40% of 80 means 40 into 80x. So this will simply give us this cancels out. So this cancels out. So this is 32x. So this term coming to this side means it will be 2x equal to 20. So here what will be x? X will be nothing but 10. Okay. Now, what is the initial selling price? I already commented that here Someone may ask that what is the initial cost price, what is the initial selling price, what is the new cost price, what is the new selling price. Anything can be asked. So here initial selling price is asked. So what will be the initial selling price? You put X10 here, it will be 1100. Okay. So this is one more question on the same type. Okay. So let the initial cost price be 100x. Then obviously, what is the initial selling price? It will be 130x. Okay, because 30% profit. Now, what will be the new cost price? The new cost price, it will be 100x minus 2700. Okay, had he purchased it for 2700 less means minus 10 minus 2700. And what will be the new selling price? The new selling price, so here had he sold it for rupees 12, sold it for rupees 2700 less, means here even it should be minus. So here please mind minus 2700. So now if he had done so, then he would have got 10% more profit. Please mind, this is very important. Now here the difference, this difference, okay, so this is the new profit here. And this difference, obviously, this is 130x minus 2700 minus 100x and minus 2700. Means this difference, this is our new profit amount. This is the new profit amount. And obviously, what is this? It is nothing but 130x minus 100x. It is 30x. Okay. And this 2700 goes cancels because minus and minus becomes plus. Means this 30x, the new profit, actually it is 10% more. So 10% more means it is now 40%. Please mind here it is 10% more. 10% more of what? The already existing profit, 30%. Okay. So here it is 40%. This is very important that the common mistake that this 30x, it is nothing but 10%. So 10% of what? The 10% of the new cost price. The 10% of the new cost price means this thing. So this is wrong. It is mentioned that 10% more means it will be now 40%. And 40% of what? The 40% of new cost price. So it is 40% of 100x minus 2700. So now it is nothing but 40 by 100 into this 100x minus 2700. Okay. So actually we may directly cancel out this 100 with this. So here it will be 1x. Even here this will cancel out. So it will be nothing but 40x. Okay. 40x minus 40 into 27. The 40 into 27. Do not try to multiply these unnecessarily. Okay, so now this is 30x. So now this term, sorry, it is this actually this term, it will come to this side. Okay, 30x, it will go to this side. So it is 40 into 27, it is nothing but 10x. So here, what is the x? So this will cancel out. It will be 4, 7, it will be 108. So now the initial CP. So what was the initial CP? 100x. So what is x now? 108. So that will be the option will be 108.00. So this will be the initial CP. Once again, here someone may ask that what is this initial selling price? Okay. What is the new cost price? What is the new selling price? Okay. Anything can be asked. So here, once again, let the initial cost price be 100x. The initial selling price, it will be 125x. And what will be the new cost price? It will be 100x minus 20. What will be the new selling price? It will be so here, let the initial cost price be 100x. So initial selling price, it will be 125x. The new cost price, it will be 100x minus 20 because the CP is decreased by rupees 20. The new selling price, it will be 125x minus 40 because it will be decreased by 40. Now this difference, obviously this difference, it is 125x minus 40 minus 100x minus 20. So actually this is nothing but 25x and it will be minus 20. Actually minus 40 and this minus and minus plus 20. That will give you this. Okay, 25x minus 20. Now this is the new profit. Actually, this is now 10%. 10% of this new cost price. Okay, please mind here it is mentioned that the profit percent it would be decreased by 15%. This is important. Actually, the common mistake that this 25x minus 20, the new profit amount, it is nothing but 15%. The 15% of new cost price. This is wrong. Actually, it is mentioned that it will be decreased. It would be decreased by 15%. Means earlier the profit was 25%. Now decreased by 15% means it is now 10%. Please mind, this is very important in this question. Otherwise, one may commit mistake here. Okay. So this is the 10% of the new cost price. Okay. So now this is 10 by 100. Okay. And here it is 100x minus 20. So we can cancel out this zero. This zero will cancel out with this. So now we have 25x minus 20 equal. So it is 10x minus 2. Now it will be 15x. That will be 18. Okay. So what will be x? It will be 18 by 15. So it will be 6 by 5. So this is our x. Now find the CP of the means here. CP means the new, the initial cost price. Okay. So what will be initial cost price? It will be nothing but the 100 into 6 by 5. So this 5, 20, 20 into 6, it will be 120 rupees. Okay. Actually, it should have been mentioned that whether the initial cost price is asked or the new cost price is asked. Okay. It is not mentioned, but it should be mentioned that whether the initial cost price or new cost price, okay, whatever, what is asked. Okay. So whatever is asked, we can find that. Okay. So here, this type we had already discussed, but here it is in a bit different form. So a man purchased some number of articles at this rate, 11 articles for piece 1. How many articles should he sell for piece 1 to gain 10% profit? Okay. So here 11 articles for piece 1. Okay. And how many articles? Let it be n. Okay. So let n articles he should sell again for piece 1. Okay. And we need 10% profit. Okay. So 11 articles. Okay. For piece 1 purchased means this is the for cost price and n articles to be sold for again for piece 1 for selling price. Okay. And I mentioned that we have to make the number of articles same. So here I multiply it by n. Now here I multiply by 11. So number of articles are same. So even here I should multiply by n and here I should multiply by 11. Okay. Now this difference means this is our n. What is this n? It is the total cost price. What is this 11? It is the total selling price. Okay. So the difference 11 minus n, this difference. Okay, so what is this difference? It is profit amount. It should be profit amount and this profit amount. Okay, so actually this is actually we need profit percent, so it must be profit amount divided by cost price into 100. Okay, so this is profit amount and what is divide by the cost price, the total cost price. And okay, what we need it to be 10%. Okay, so 10% means 10 by 100. So basically we have to solve this equation. Okay, so now nothing, this 11 minus, actually we can directly cancel out. So this 10, it can go to this side. So it will give me 110 minus 10n. Okay, because this 11 into 10 and minus n into 10. Okay, and this n into what? 1. So that will be n. So 11 minus n upon n equal to 1 by 10. We are solving this equation. Please mind. Okay. So now from here 11n it will be 110. So what should be n? It should be 10. Means he must sell 10 articles for rupees 1. If he is selling 10 articles for rupees 1, then surely he will get a profit of 10%. One more on the same type. So 25 articles bought for rupees 1. How many n means how many articles should he sell for rupee 1? Means suppose he sell n articles, but for rupees 1. Okay. And we need that the profit should be 25%. Means 25 articles they are purchased for rupees 1 and n number of articles to be sold again for rupees 1 so that the percentage profit is 25%. So once again, I will make it multiplied by n. I will multiply it by 25. So obviously here it will be n, here it will be 25. So this is n, this is 25. So this is the total cost price. This is the total selling price. The difference 25 minus n, the profit amount divided by total cost price, it must come out to be 25%. So which is nothing but 25 by 100. So which is nothing but 1 by 4. So now this 25 into 4, it will give me 100. Then n into 4, it will give me 4n. So this n will be, this n, it will be multiplied here. So here 5n, it will be 100. So what will be n? It will be nothing but 20. Means if he sells 20 articles, if he sells 20 articles for piece 1, okay, then he will get a gain of 25%. Okay. One thing here, there are there are multiple ways to solve any question. Okay, so one can follow the another way if you feel that there is some another way which takes a much shorter time. Okay, so this is upon you, whatever way you want to follow. So here, this is another type of questions. So a shopkeeper sells three articles. He sold the first article at 20% profit, and the second article at 10% loss, and third at 25% loss. During the whole transaction, he earns a loss of rupees 60. Find the selling price of first article if the selling price of all the articles are same. So here, first article, second article, and third article. And here it is CP, cost price, and selling price. Now for first article, the profit is 20%. So what is the meaning of 20%? 20% means 20 by 100 and this is 1 by 5. Now what is the meaning of this 1 by 5? The meaning is if this 5 is the cost price, if this 5 is the cost price, okay, then what will be the selling price? Selling price must be 6. So this is important here that what is the meaning of this ratio 1 by 5 or 20 by 100 means the profit. It means that if 5 is the cost price or cost price is 5 unit, we may say 5 unit. Then what will be the selling price? Selling price will be 6 unit. Okay, 5 plus 1, 6 means this one, it is the profit. Okay, for 5 unit. And for second article, it is 10% loss. So it is 10%, it is 1 by 10. Means if the cost price is 10 unit, the cost price is 10 unit. What will be the selling price? Selling price should be 9 unit. Okay. And for the third article, the loss is once again 25%. So 25% is nothing but 1 by 4. And what is the meaning of this 1 by 4? Once again, if this 4 is the cost price for third article, what will be the selling price? Selling price will be 3 unit. So here the meaning of these 20%, 10% or 25%, this is important. Okay. And now The selling price of all the articles are same. So here I multiply by this 3, this by 2, this by 6. So here it is 18 unit, it is 18 unit and it is 18 unit. Okay. So all the selling prices are same. Now if I have multiplied this by 3, so I should also multiply this by 3. Why? Because if I have multiplied the selling price, if I have multiplied the selling price of first article by 3, so I must multiply the cost price by 3 also. Okay. Because if I multiply this cost price by 3, only then this 20%, which was 1 by 5, this ratio will hold true. This 1 by 5, it will hold true only if I multiply the cost price by 3. And so even here I should multiply by 2 and even here I should multiply by 6. Now here it is a 15 unit plus 20 unit, 35 plus 24, it will give me 59 unit. This is the total cost price. And this is 18 unit, 18 unit and 18 unit. This is the 54 unit. This is the total selling price. Okay. Now the difference between these two, it is 5 unit. Obviously, this is the loss because the total cost price is 59 unit and the total selling price is 54 unit. So this is the total loss amount and this is given to be rupees 60. Okay, so means this 5 unit is equivalent to rupees 60. Means 1 unit, this is equivalent to rupees 5. 1 unit is equivalent to rupees 5. And now the selling price of first article. So the selling price of first article was 18 unit. 6u into 3 means 18 unit. So 1 unit is rupees 5. Okay. Sorry, I am making a mistake. So here it should be 12. Please mind, it should be 12. Please mind, it should be 12. Okay. So 1 unit is equivalent to rupees 12. And the selling price of first article, it is 18 unit. So what will be the selling price now? 18 into 12. 18 into 12, that will be 216. So option is correct. Okay. And so here the selling price of first article was asked, but actually the cost price of first article or cost price of second article, cost price of third article, second selling price of second article, selling price of third article, anything may be asked. For example, if the cost price of second article is asked, what will be that? Actually 20 unit. So 20 unit, and what is 1 unit? 1 unit is of rupees 12. So this will be 20 into 12. That will be 240. So that will be the cost price of second article. So various questions are available in this particular in this particular question. Okay. So actually this is once again of the same type. So article number 1, the article number 2, here cost price, selling price. First article at 15% loss. So what is 15%? So 15%, it will be 3 and 20. So it is 3 and 20. So means if 20 is the cost price, if 20 is the cost price, what will be the selling price? It will be 17. This is important. Means for first article, if cost price is 20, then the selling price will be 70. And for second article, 19% profit means it is 19 by 100. And here we can cancel out nothing. So if 100 is the cost price, if 100 is the cost price of second article, then selling price will be 119 because 19% profit and 15% loss. Now once again, I should multiply it by 7. Why? Because the selling price of both the articles are same. So even here I should multiply by 7. Okay, because only if I multiply this cost price by 7, only then this ratio will hold. Okay. And now uh, 20 into 7, 140 plus 100, that is 240. Actually, this is 240 unit. Okay, the total cost price. And this 119 plus 119, that will be 238 unit. This will be the total selling price. So this 240 unit, this is the total cost price, 238 unit, this is the total selling price. Now the difference is of 2 unit. Obviously, this is loss and this is given to be equal to rupees 90. Okay. So what is 1 unit? This is equivalent to rupees 45. Now the CP, cost price of second article. So the second article, its cost price was 100 unit. This was 100 unit. Okay. So if it is 100 unit, so what will be the total cost price? It will be 100 into 45. That will be 4500. Okay. So here, yes, you may apply unit here. Okay, even in the first example of this type, I had mentioned here it is they are in units. Okay. So obviously here 1 unit is rupees 45. So 100 unit, which is the cost price of second article, it will be 100 into 45. So once again, one more question on the same type. So here first article, second article. So here it is CP, here it is SP. So here the first article at 20% loss. So what is the meaning of 20%? Means 1 by 5. Means if 5 is the cost price of first article, selling price must be 4. 5 unit and 4 unit. And for second article, 60% profit. So 60% profit means here it will be 3 by 8. Okay, so sorry, 3 by 5 here. So 3 by 5 means if 5 unit is the cost price of second article, the selling price must be 8 unit. Okay. And now here multiply by 2. Obviously here multiply by 2. Why here multiply by 2? So that the selling price are same. And if I am multiplying the selling price of first article by 2, I must multiply the cost price of first article by 2. Okay, means if I am multiplying the selling price by 2, I should also multiply the cost price by 2. Only then this ratio will hold. And now here, there is a slight change here. Actually, in the previous two questions, the total loss or total profit was given. Here, nothing such is given. Means neither the total loss or the nor the total profit in the whole transaction is given. So actually, here it is given that the total cost price, that is 9600. Okay, of the two articles. So that means 10 unit plus 5 unit, that must be 9600. Okay, so this is 10 unit and this is plus 5 unit. So here it is 15 unit, that will be 9600. And what will be 1 unit? Obviously it will be 640. You can check it out now. And now the CP of first article. So obviously the this is the CP of first article, and what is 1 unit? 640. So what will be the total? It will be 6400. Once again here. The cost price of second article, the selling price of first article, or second price of second article, anything can be asked. Okay. And actually, one can go by another way also. If you see here, the cost price of the two articles, the cost price of two articles, they are in the ratio 2 ratio 1, because this is 10 unit, 10 unit and 5 unit. Okay, so one can very well see the cost price of the two articles. They are in this ratio, 2 ratio 1. So we can assume let the cost price be 2x and x, and 2x plus x. This is given to be 9600. So what is 3x? It is 9600. So what will be x? X will be nothing but 3200. Now this 2x, this is the cost price of first article. This is the cost price of first article. And when you substitute 3200 here, so again it will give you 6400. So one can go by this way also. So this is one more type here. So by selling 45 articles for rupees 40, a man earns a loss of 20%. So how many articles should he sell for rupees 24 to gain 20% profit? Actually, here we need this equation that 80% of cost price of one article, the 80% of cost price of one article, that is 40 by 45. How? What's the meaning? Actually, if for 45 articles, for these many articles, by selling 45 articles, if the person is getting rupees 40, then obviously for one article, what will be the selling price? It will be nothing but 40 by 45. So this is the meaning. Means what is this 40 by 45? This is the selling price of one article. Means the given selling price, which is already there. Okay. And even what is this side? Again, even this side is also the selling price of one article, the given selling price, because 80%. So 80% of cost price of one article. Okay. So why 80%? Because 20% was the loss. So if 20% was the loss, okay, so 80% of the cost price of one article, that will be the selling price of one article. Now it is required that how many he should sell for rupees 24 to gain a 20% profit. Means we need 120% of the cost price of one article. The 120% of cost price of one article, it is equal to what? So we assume let it be X. And say this be equation number one, this be equation number two. And here the left hand side and right hand side, the left hand side and right hand side of both the equations, they are almost same, means they are similar. We can simply divide. So dividing the equation 2 by equation 1. So 120 divided by 80, it will be x upon 40 upon 45. Okay, simply dividing. We can divide in ordinary way. How we can divide in ordinary way? Because the left hand side and right hand side of both the equations, they are same. And now from here, what will be x? So x will be nothing but this 12 by 8. Okay, so this cancels. And this into 40 by 45. So actually this term, it will directly go to this side. Okay. And now it will be 4, 3 and 4, 2. And here we can cancel this 2 with this 20 and 5, 4 and 5, 9. And moreover, this 3 can cancel out this. So what is this x? So this x is 4 by 3. So this x, this is equal to 4 by 3. Now, this x, this is 4 by 3. So what is the meaning of this 4 by 3? For that, we have to understand what's the meaning of this ratio 40 by 45. Okay. In order to understand the meaning of this ratio 4 by 3, we have to understand what's the meaning of this 40 by 45, this ratio. Actually, the meaning of this ratio was there. It was that for 45 rupees, for 45 articles, by selling 45 articles for rupees 40. I repeat, what's the meaning of this ratio? That the for selling by selling 45 articles, by selling 45 articles for rupees 40, the loss was 20%. The loss was 20%. So what is the meaning of this 4 by 3? For selling three articles for the amount of 4 rupees. Okay, means by selling 3 articles for rupees 4, the profit will be 20%. Here we have to understand what is the meaning of this ratio 4 by 3. What is the meaning of this ratio 4 by 3? It means that by selling three articles for rupees 4, by selling three articles for rupees 4, what will be our profit? Profit will be 120%. But here, what is the selling amount given? That is 24. For that, I must multiply this by 6. And if I am multiplying this by 6, even 3 should also be multiplied by 6. So what is this now? It is 24 by 18. Means what is the answer here? It is the 18. Means he should sell 18 articles. He should sell 18 articles for rupees 24 to gain the profit of 20%. Okay. Now, even this question, it is just similar to the previous type. So this question, it can be solved by the previous type also, means the previous way of solving. And that is homework for you, means solving this question by the previous way, it is homework for you. But there is still a shorter method here, particularly for this question. Actually, here the amount it is same, means the selling amount is same. Actually, in previous question, the first selling amount was rupees 40. It was rupees 40, and the second selling amount was rupees 24. In previous question, the first selling amount was rupees 40, and the second selling amount was 24. But here it is same, means selling amount is same. So here, actually, I have to go from 60% of the cost price to 120% of the cost price. Actually, we have to go from 60% of the cost price. So here we have to go from 60% of the cost price to 120% of the cost price. Why? Because earlier the loss is 40%, means 40% loss means 60% of the cost price. This will be the first selling price. And what is the new selling price? Obviously, it will be 120% of the cost price because we want 20% profit. Okay. So we have to go from this selling price to this selling price. Now, for 60% of cost price, how many articles I sold or the shopkeeper sold? 32. Okay. And if I have to go to 120%, means I have to double my income. Means double my income means double the selling price. If someone has to double the selling price, then the number of articles must be half. Means number of articles to be sold must be half, or half the number of articles must be sold. Okay. So this question can be done by this way. And please think over this way. Since here the selling amount is same, rupees 1. The selling amount is same. Okay. And this is a simple thought process that if I have to double the selling price, okay, then obviously number of articles which are to be sold, they must be half. Okay, they must be half. Okay. And here someone may take that this should be 64. Please mind, if someone is multiplying, means someone is doubling. Okay, means he is multiplying the number of articles by 2, then his selling price will be still less, more less. It will be 30%. It will not be 120%. So just think about this point and you will get the answer. Okay. So thank you everyone, one and all once again.